What's going on, world? It's another episode of Corrected Felon. I am your guy, your host, better known as Inspire the Block on Instagram and Twitter. And to all my people, just Corey. And in this week's episode, I just want to, shoot it straight at all my convicted felons on how to make a successful transition from being convicted felon to corrected felon. And in this week's episode, I just want to talk with y'all about once you have been convicted of a felony, then there's things that you can and cannot do. And one of the things that I want to talk about that you cannot do, that is going back to the same circle that you once left. Trust me, all of us got homeboys and homegirls that, we want to kick it with, that we want to hang out with, that we still have mad love for. However, if those friends are not being productive, then why go back to that situation? Because the only thing that you're doing is continually to jeopardize your future. Think about it. I mean, for those that's getting out of prison, you don't want to go back unless you got something psychologically wrong with you. But however, you have to make conscious decisions on the environment that you find yourself in. I mean, if your homeboys and homegirls weren't rocking with you when you got locked up, then why go back to them when you got out? To no fault of their own, but at the same time, you still know what they're doing. You know they're not doing nothing no different than when you left. So why go back to it? You need to surround yourself with people that's actually trying to do something in life. I mean, seriously, you can't keep surrounding yourself with people that is not going nowhere, that's continually to do the same thing over and over again and not making no progress in life. I give an example for me. When I got out of prison, right after doing 17 years, I went and checked on the block to see what was going on. But the crazy thing is they was doing the same shit when I left them. The same exact gang banging, everybody trying to make $1 million out of selling dope. That it really wasn't working for them, but they continued to try to do the same thing. So I found myself like, why? Why do I want to go back to that after doing 17 years in prison? Because the only thing that that's going to do is heighten my chances of going back. So what I decided to do was start to surround myself with people that I felt like that I could grow from, that I can learn from, and to take my life to another level of existence. And this is what I still continue to do today, 6 years later. And this is something that I want to encourage you all to do. I mean, trust me, there's nothing wrong with still having love for your people. The difference is you have to outgrow those current situations and circumstances. You got to outgrow those influences. You have to outgrow the hood. Just it's that simple. You have to outgrow from the current level of thinking that got you to felony to one of finance, to one of stability, to a level of establishing yourself in society once again. Because that's the ultimate goal, is to reestablish yourself in society. And if you're not trying to do that, then you might as well stay on that bunk. You might as well continue to stay in the system. And I'm pretty sure that the majority of people that has a felony wish they didn't have it. I mean, because it's hell. It's hell trying to get a job. It's hell trying to get housing. It's hell trying to get any kind of assistance in life when you've been convicted of a felony. And so this is why I'm trying to encourage people that you have to go from convicted felon to corrected felon. That's the only thing that's going to allow you to establish yourself in life. You have to make a conscious choice. You have to make a conscious decision as to what you're going to do with your life. Are you going to be accountable to your society and community, or are you going to be a liability to your society and community? I would choose to be an asset because we want to have an impact on society. We want to be able to redirect young people from making the same mistakes that we once did. I mean, we have a wealth of information and knowledge that can at least save one child, one young person from going down the path that we did. So this is why I want to encourage you guys and gals to stop being influenced by your 4 blocks or your point of reference, which is usually the neighborhood of the block. It's time to let it go. It's time to grow up, and it's time to do something different. Like, I'm from Flint, Michigan, but I chose to move to Atlanta, Georgia to provide a better life for myself and my family. That's what I live for. Now that I'm free. And so you have to do the same thing. I mean, just think about it. How many times are we going to continue to touch the hot stove before we recognize that it's hot? When we knew it was hot the first time we touched it, we burned our hand. So you got to stop with the bullshit. You got to stop with the dumb shit and elevate your life, elevate your thinking. It's time to level up. It's time to boss up and be accountable for you and those that love you dearly. So once again, like I said, it's just time to stop doing the same thing. Surround yourself with movers and shakers. Surround yourself with people that's being productive. Surround yourself with people that inspire others to be great. Not the same shit that you once did in the past that got you locked up or got you convicted of a felon. Be around people that can influence you to be great. Be around people that can influence you to maximize your potential as a person. This is my message for my people today. You know, this is what's on my heart. This is what's, has worked for me. Being around positive people. I don't care if even if they convicted felons already, but yet they making positive changes in their life. Surround yourself with them. Trust me, you'll get a wealth of understanding, a wealth of knowledge, and a wealth of wisdom by being around these individuals because they recognize that living that same lifestyle is not gonna work. So you have to surround yourself with these individuals if you desire to be successful and have a successful transition from convicted felon to corrected felon. Once again, I am your boy Inspires the Block. That's my goal, Inspires the Block. You can find me on Instagram at Inspires the Block. You can find me on YouTube at Convicted Felon, like you've been doing. And also, you can find me on Twitter at Inspires the Block. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and follow so that you can be updated on these different episodes and the information that I'm putting out. So I want to tell all my people once again that's watching this YouTube is just have a blessed day on purpose and understand that the choices that you make not only affect you, but they affect all those that sincerely love you. Until next week, it's your boy. Holla.